This is Florio Client, the best Minecraft Bedrock client. This client includes features such as motion blur, NoHurtcam, and even upside down. This video will showcase the basic mods of Florio, and at the end will teach you how to install it. Before I teach you how to install this, let's look at some of the mods. So there are a ton of mods. There are block outlines that help change your block outline to make it easier to see. They got CPS. They got a CPS counter down there. And they also have other useful things like toggle sprint, where you don't have to hold your sprint key. Zoom, which could help you zoom in on faraway items. You have keystrokes. As you can see, I've already adjusted the keystrokes and the CPS a little bit by just going into settings and changing it. You can add a border around them. For keystrokes, this is what I'm just using currently. I'm not showing the CPS right now because I like having it a little smaller, but you could honestly do whatever you want. It is really clean, by the way. Like, look at the fade. You could just do some pretty nice things. And I think one of my favorites to use would have to be the motion blur. It is pretty smooth, but you could adjust it to however you want. I don't really like how it's like super blurry, so I would just have to go into settings and I'd maybe change the blend to like maybe a little bit of this and then see if I like it or not. See, this feels pretty clean, except it doesn't get like all up on your face. So I kind of like that. Maybe I could add a little more intensity. Yeah, like this is pretty good. Ping counter. You could check your ping to know if you're lagging a lot and to time your jump resets better. Tab list, which I use. Although, I don't know what's happening right now. It's kind of bugged, but upside down could be used for video maybe. Saturation, which is pretty nice. Helps the game just look more colorful. In Minecraft, you could only go down to -1 on the GUI scale. Notice how when I'm at 0, the GUI is really big, the inventory screen is really big, the hotbar kind of gets in your way. This one is kind of better. I mean, the hotbar is still big. I used to use this until I discovered Florio. It's pretty clean. The inventory is still kind of big though. So what I do is that I would go to MCGUI scale and go down to 2, and now look at how clean it is. The hotbar is out of the way. Look, the inventory is nice, and overall I think it's pretty smoother for montages, so that's something you should be using if you're a content creator or you just don't like MC's giant GUI scale. And yeah, that's a lot of the things. So you also have NoHurtcam if you want to use it, which I don't really use because whenever I'm playing, I like to know when I get hit, and when the screen like barely shakes, and, like I'm jumping, it's kind of hard to notice. Reach counter, which I think is pretty neat. So you could like prove your innocence when you get a long hit. It's pretty much all there is. So let's get to installing, shall we? To download Florio Client, you want to head on to their Discord, which will be linked in the description, and then you want to click on DLL, the latest DLL. Once you get here, as you can see, I already downloaded it, which is why there's a guest, so I'm not going to download it again. But once you do that, you just want to find an injector, and I use the Latite and I'm going to use the Latite injector. And all I'm going to do is right click on the DLL, and then open it. And then once I open it, it should say Florio Client is open. You should see this menu, and then once you join a world, all of your mods should be there already. That's how you download Florio, and yeah, enjoy your new Minecraft client.